Today I'm watching Angel Season 4, Episode 16. The previous episode was really well done. It was a great episode. We had Willow, Faith, they're trying to bring back Angel's soul, which luckily they were able to do in the previous episode. I was done with Angelus. I think his story had run its course, and I'm glad Willow was able to bring back Angel, and everybody finds out that Cordelia is pregnant at the end of the last episode. She comes down the stairs, and I don't think it's going to take long for them to figure out that Connor is the father, because everybody knows that they slept together. And it was great to see Willow back. I love the crossovers. We haven't had them in a very long time, and I don't know if Buffy will ever make an appearance again. Please no spoilers, but it was nice to see Willow back, and her and Fred bonding, and Faith being in this drug coma and having those flashbacks and almost like dream sequences, flashbacks with Angel fighting Angelus. A really great episode, so well done. Definitely one of my favorites of the season, probably the series as well. I thought it was so good. I'm very curious to see where we're going to go in this episode, especially with Cordelia's pregnancy. She looks, like 8 months pregnant, and obviously can't hide it anymore. Has been hiding out in the hotel room. Nobody knows that she killed Lila also, and has that connection to the beast. So very curious to see where we're going to go in this episode. So thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
I know it's a bit of a shock.
You think? I'm glad we're picking up right where we left off. Papa Connor. Angel's like, I just got my soul back now. I'm about to be a grandpa?
Shocked.
I haven't been hiding or ashamed or anything. It's just with the beast and his psycho master.
Yeah, her pregnancy is definitely progressing faster than like a normal one would.
Clueless school. A mystical pregnancy right under my beak, and not even a tingle.
Yeah, Lauren's abilities seem to have been like blocked or something. Like he missed other things.
That's a couple of weeks. Looks more like 8 months.
The last time Cordelia was impregnated, she came to term overnight.
Yeah, with the aliens.
It's a crawly evil demon thing.
Yeah.
Our baby.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, everybody's like, how do we respond? Yeah, Grant Spawn. Stop.
Scary it is. I'm gonna have a child, and all you can do is joke because you don't like me.
Also, it feels a little bit like she took advantage of you because you're a teenager, but sure. And we know what Cordelia has become.
I feel what it feels, and I can't explain it, but I sense its goodness. It's love.
Angel's just completely like checked out. He's like, this can't be real. This can't be happening. Oh, how many limbs is that? What the what?
You'll see. My baby will be here soon, and then you'll all see.
Remember when Connor was a baby? Like 2 months ago? Oh my god.
So we gonna dance or what?
I'm curious yet to see her character continue on through the episodes as well.
Maybe when this is all over, you and I could...
Oh my god! Oh my god, what's that gonna do to her? Oh my god, she already had powers, now she just got struck by lightning? Oh my god.
I'm fine.
Yeah, thanks. No kidding, just ditches her. What a jerk. Cheese and rice.
And Connor grows up, knocks it out with Cordelia, a part demon, former higher being, and quick as you can say easy bake oven, there's a gigantic bun in hers.
A lot of species floating around, a lot of possibilities, a lot of genetic mixes.
Before my spell went all flop-a-palooza.
Having 2 part demon parents might could explain the whoosh factor.
Yeah, it's definitely something supernatural going on.
Angel, you can't feel guilty for anything Angelus did.
I don't. I knew the risks. We all did.
I'm so glad Angel's back to normal.
Some of us paid a higher price than others. Angelus didn't kill Lila.
No. But does he know who did?
Dead. Killed by the beast.
Oh. I was gonna say, does he know it's Cordelia? But Wesley didn't know that, obviously.
What Angelus did to her, but
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, because they can like share memories. He knew what Angelus did, so.
Together everything I know. Things he said to me when he was in my head, everything he's done, maybe something will.
Strike you?
Haha, lightning joke.
For a social call, we're pretty swamped, Apocalypse.
He's like so casual about it.
She's in trouble. That's what you guys do, right?
Yeah, who is this Lisa character that she mentioned?
JM, I can't get out of it alone. I need someone suave, a guy who can handle himself in a tight spot.
Gwen, I'd love to help.
I meant him.
Oh, okay. Fred's like, what's going on here?
Well, that stuff you said about Angelus. And Willow, she didn't open a gate to evil. She put back Angel's soul.
Is he starting to figure out he's been manipulated?
But you didn't. Angel's back, everything worked out.
But he came very close to killing Angelus.
Miracle.
But sending me down to the basement? I had the stake. What was the reason for that?
Yeah, she was fully behind going to kill Angelus, obviously.
And all my instincts told me that killing Angelus was the only way to protect it.
And anytime he starts to question her, he just brings up the baby again and like, oh gosh.
Everything happens for a reason.
I'm glad Connor's like questioning it a little bit, but I still don't think he's gonna like stray from Cordelia.
And I want you to remember, there's always a reason.
Yeah, whatever my crazy demonic plan is, that's the reason. So just do whatever I say and we'll be fine. As she's folding like baby clothes.
It's a multi-million-dollar payday.
Right, but this time Company B fought back. They kidnapped this girl. Her name's Lisa.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Oh, that's horrible. This poor girl.
Supernatural soap opera. The fact that I have a chance to go out and really help somebody, well, it feels good to be doing good.
Yeah, it feels more like a Monster of the Week episode. Like they're going to take down this bad guy.
I'm thinking you're right.
I guess I'd feel better if we were packing some of his secret weapons.
Charles, we are the secret weapons.
He's like, oh, right. How could I forget?
Gotten into clubs with tighter security than this.
Oh, the infrared scanners. That's interesting. This is an intense party, that's for sure.
One down, one to go.
Hey, how's your electro thing gonna do with these metal detectors?
Piece of cake.
Yeah, I thought they would set it off because obviously she would have more like heat, I would guess, because she just has that power in her, but maybe not.
Now, if we can just get out as easily as we got in,
And they're busted immediately. That was short-lived.
Seems to be the problem.
The electronic imprint on your invitation's been altered.
I can explain that. I was struck by lightning.
That's not... That excuse makes no sense. And also they're like, sure.
Step this way, please. Please don't make a scene.
A little late for that, isn't it, with the beeping and batons?
I definitely recognize that actor, the security guard, but I don't know his name.
We do it the hard way.
Keep your mittens on, Sparky. Morimoto-san. Konbanwa.
He speaks Japanese?
Still appreciate it. Mr. Morimoto, I'm Charles Gunn. We met at the zoo benefit last year?
Did his research? Okay, Gunn. Mr. Suave.
To thank you for inviting us into your beautiful home.
you're too generous.
Please, it's just a trinket.
I feel like it's a trap, but I'm curious to see where this is gonna go. Some kind of tracking thing or something. Oh yeah, that's what she had at her apartment from her travels.
Beautiful. Well, I read somewhere you love tigers.
Truly exquisite. Thank you.
I'm sure it's more than what it seems. I don't know if you put like a microphone in it or something, or yeah.
It's the pictures in my mind that are getting me. I can't stop thinking about Connor and Cordy.
It's a weird setup, for sure.
Imagining what they do up there, it's like being stuck in a really bad movie with those clockwork orange clampy things on my eyeballs.
That's nightmare fuel. I love Stanley Kubrick, but that scene is terrifying.
Angel's son. How did he and Cordy get all coupley?
She literally took care of him as a baby, and then here we are.
Lonely?
No matter how lonely I was, I would never...
Things happen, Fred.
Is he talking about him and Lila? Something we thought would never happen also?
We were fighting on opposite sides, but it was the same war.
But you hated her.
I don't know how he felt about her, to be honest. I feel like he cared about her. It was messy.
It's not always about holding hands.
It may have started in a time of like, you know, like you said, they were both lost and not something they thought would ever happen. And maybe they had, you know, were able to use each other for their information and stuff like that. But I'd like to think it'd be like, towards the end, Wesley obviously cared about Lila.
Jade's fallen off tracks.
What?
Oh, I thought she brought another one, but she stole it back. Oh, that's the little girl. Oh.
Tied up or dressed up, she's a prisoner. Look at the muscle around her.
Yes, obviously.
That never stops creeping me out.
Yeah? Kind of creeped out myself.
He's like, yeah, you want to talk about things that creep me out? I got a few on my list.
Halcyon days of the beast.
Right. Because it's not like he's slaughtered hundreds of people with his bare hands.
Thanks to you. Ah.
Who did his master's bidding?
Killing Manny, stealing my soul, murdering Lila.
And she's in the room with you. Ah.
Lila, right under this very roof. Sure, evil geniuses live for that playing with fire stuff.
You don't understand.
I was like, she just openly admitted to everything that she did, but obviously he's not believing him.
I mean, like, diabolical?
No, I mean like deluded and demented. And he spoke to me in this cheesy, self-important voice.
It's so funny to see him talking about her to her and not
Making
knowing
it up as he goes along. Hey.
She's like, you really don't want to piss me off right now. I can get very angry.
This guy will slip up sooner or later. When he does, he's dead.
Well, that was a fun conversation where they both talked about the same thing, but had no idea.
Showers, earthquakes, that strange thing with the sun. I find it an exciting time to be in Los Angeles.
It's an apocalypse, you weirdo.
If you'll excuse me. Gwen, you're not gonna... What is it?
They're gonna kill her tonight.
Oh my god, this is grim. This is so grim.
Like I said when I signed up, feels good to be doing good.
Okay, work your way over there. Wait for my signal.
And it's nice to see Gunn be used for more than his muscle. Like, he was able to speak Japanese, you know, he gave the gift. Like, he was able to get their way in. She was going to go straight for, like, the powers and use that tactic. That's her big distraction, knocking the table over.
Oh my god. Somebody's trying to hurt that little girl.
This is Bravo 9. We have a situation.
Oh my god, Gwen, you psycho. You just set up Gunn. Oh my god.
Hang in there, we're almost out.
Gwen. We've got enough stuff going on. We don't need you being a psycho. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Blood all over my sweet new suit.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh, so many chops. This little girl's so cute. Oh, sword is not very fair.
More vamps than I can count. Almost forgot how good it feels to just let off a little steam.
Oh my god. Oh, used him as a javelin, as a human javelin. Okay, bye.
All right, let's get you out of here.
Gunn straightens his tie. He is James Bond.
I'm here to take you home.
I am home.
Oh.
No, you've been kidnapped.
It's a trap,
Get
Gunn.
out of my house.
It's a trap. Yep. You were the one to kidnap the little girl.
It's not Lisa, is it?
I'm Acker Morimoto, and when my daddy finds out you try to hurt me, he's gonna kill you.
Yep. Gwen set you up, and now you're figuring it out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Gwen's there to steal. She used you.
It was the scanners, wasn't it? Why you wanted me. Angel, no heartbeat.
Security scan of a dead guy might have raised a few eyebrows.
You know for about 5.
Aw, dang it. Yeah.
Yes, she does. And I'd have liberated her from the steel tomb by now if you'd stop yapping for half a sec.
Is Lisa the name of, like...
Acronym. Localized Ionic Sensory Activator.
Oh, okay. Of course.
Even the Prez takes vacations. Besides, they need you, they'll call.
I feel bad, like Gunn being set up like this.
Let's finish it the same way.
What is he gonna get out of this? Helping you steal things? Like, come on.
In that book that High and Spidey didn't want us to know about?
He's definitely hiding something. I recognize the text. It's early Folorian code system.
Yeah, Angel has that photographic memory, so he can recreate it. Oh, of course, Cordelia's right there. It's gonna spill a drink. Oh, Cordelia. But it can't seem obvious.
I'm not a buckethead.
Either we both make it out or...
Neither of us do.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you were gonna get caught. Come on, guys.
Try this one. Something about strangling poultry.
I'll leave that joke alone.
Muddled mind.
You're empathic again?
Please, you think this Dungeons and Dragons cloak is a fashion statement?
I mean, yes, definitely.
Be able to read me?
No worries, Dumpling. Come morning, I will be a lean, mean, belly-reading machine.
I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh, we can't lose Lauren. I don't want to go there.
I don't think you realize who you're up against.
It's those two girls. I already kicked their ass once.
Well, now things are different. Okay.
Leaving without it.
Then you're not leaving at all.
Finish it. Gwen, give it to him.
No, I need it.
I said finish it.
It's mine!
Oh, okay. And now we're just electrocuting people. Oh my gosh. Straight up murderer. Okay. Oh my god. Well, that's gonna be hard to explain.
Liar. You're not stealing it for someone else. It's for you.
Yeah, she wants to be the highest bidder. Oh, okay.
Oh, fudgicle.
Lauren language. I'm worried what Cordelia's gonna do, because if he can finally read her, and of course he's in a creepy, isolated spot by himself with a bunch of candles, dressed like a vampire. I don't want to lose Lauren.
Would have been significantly higher.
Thanks to your brains over brawn approach.
Well, not so much brains as too many movies.
I can relate to that.
You know, for someone loving life, you seemed awfully willing to die for this.
Yeah, like, she killed all those guys, right? Like, there's gonna be consequences.
Maybe. Well, not normal, but hold hands, maybe.
If it can block the, like, the infrared.
You want to show me how this thing works?
A bedroom scene? Oh my. Oh, okay. What is... Is it like a chip that goes in? What is this?
It's not an Xbox, just put it on. Careful.
Oh, it has to go on her spine?
It's chilly.
That'll somehow block the electricity. Oh, gosh. Oh.
What's it doing?
Attaching itself to your spine. Yeah, very much body snatchers. Oh, that's so creepy. It goes like under her skin like that.
Yeah. Not so much.
But won't this take away her power for like permanently? Like it's not something you could turn on and off. But now you can touch her, so that's the trade-off, is she can have human contact again.
Guess that means you've never...
Nope. Nope.
I definitely wasn't expecting a Gunn and Gwen romance scene for this episode, but here we are.
Off.
Oh my.
It's dying.
It's the most fun I've had.
They gonna smooch? I know things in him with Fred are kind of... I didn't think they... okay, here we go.
Device. It's a prototype. It might not hold.
Well, you've already killed me once.
Yeah, she's not wrong about that.
If it happens again, you know where my battery is.
What does that mean? Oh my gosh. These two. Okay. Did not think we were going here for this episode. Oh, it's Lauren's candles. It's like, did they get candles out? And he's not gonna hear her coming down the stairs. Oh no, I'm very worried. The real Cordelia was so close to Lauren, and now this crazy demon thing. It was a trap. Oh, busted. Oh, yes, it's a trap. Thank you. I was like, how long can we go without them knowing about Cordelia being the worst? Oh, I'm so glad she didn't kill Lauren. Cheese and rice. My heart, I couldn't take that. It's a magic 8-ball.
You've been a bad girl.
They obviously set her up. Definitely. I love the 8-ball reference as well. So funny. Finally, they figured it out. So that was my first time watching Angel, season 4, episode 16. We'd had a run of like, I want to say almost 10. Like it was like 8 to 10 really, really good episodes. I was kind of waiting for an episode that I don't want to say was bad, but to me this episode wasn't nearly as compelling as the previous episode, which I don't mean in a bad way. I understand that they are writers and that they're people and they have to take a break eventually and that not every episode is going to be absolutely insane. I totally get that. And honestly, I was surprised at how long the stretch of like amazing episodes had been. Typically it'd be like 2 or 3 great episodes, one kind of, you know, still good, but not at the level that we had before, and then back up to good and kind of, you know, roller coaster like that. So I was kind of waiting for an episode to come along more along this feel. I was definitely never expecting a Gunn and Gwen storyline romance episode. They had a lot of screen time between the two of them. We barely saw Angel in this episode. We barely had Wesley and Fred. It was obviously a lot of Gunn and Gwen in this, you know, heist situation as she's trying to steal this thing so that she can be normal and touch people. And obviously we see her and Gunn kiss at the end. I'm gonna feel like it was alluding to more than that as well. But to me, the big takeaway from this episode is obviously the ending where they, you know, catch Cordelia in the act. I was very, very worried that she was going to kill Lauren. Obviously that was her plan, and I liked that they had basically set her up, you know, for this trap, because it would be so hard. She's there all the time, you know, she's obviously overhearing these conversations. It would be so easy for her to pick up on things, and that's exactly what they use, you know, to their advantage, is to lay this trap for her. And when the lights flicked on, I was like, oh, thank God. And as a viewer, obviously we know that Cordelia has been associated with the Beast for a while, so I'm glad they didn't drag it out for another, you know, 6 episodes for Angel to find out, especially after going through this whole Angeless thing. You know, he just got his soul back. I was not expecting, you know, this first episode with Angel having his soul back, that they would be able to figure this out. And especially that conversation with Angel and Cordelia where she openly admits, you know, obviously in a mocking way, but is basically admitting to everything that she's done, trying to like throw, you know, him off. I don't know if she was just joking, if that's when he figured it out. I'm very curious to find out how they figured it out, what the tipping point was, because they just all show up. Like Wesley is there, Fred is there, you know, everybody is there to literally point the finger at her. And of course, you know, Lauren just has his 8-ball. There was never a ritual, and I knew she didn't want him to be able to read her thoughts, because obviously that would mean he would figure it out, and that's not what Cordelia wants. Obviously she wants to keep this secret going, so I wasn't surprised when she showed up to kill him. But the fact that it was a trap was a nice twist ending, of course, and very curious to go to the next episode to see how they figured it out, what they're going to do with this information, and even Angel saying like, hey, as soon as I figure this out, I'm going to, you know, kill this person, basically. I'm hoping that they know that this isn't like the real Cordelia. They know Cordelia long enough, and they know this isn't really her, obviously, and that something, you know, is taking hold of her and making her do these things. So I don't know how they're going to try and figure this out and save Cordelia. Like, how are they going to do like a demon exorcism or something? Like, how are they going to get this thing out of her? Because yeah, regular Cordelia does not act this way, and, you know, doesn't go around killing Lila. And, you know, Wesley finds out that it wasn't Angelus, it was what they thought before. So it was interesting to see Wesley and Fred, talk about unconventional relationships, and, Wesley bringing up Lila. It doesn't say her name, but I feel like it's heavily implied that's who he's talking about, and their relationship was a bit messy, in my opinion. I don't mean that in a bad way. I feel like Wesley and Lila's relationship was complicated, and it's definitely not a couple I would have picked out, season 1 or season 2, happening. But to get here, in season 4 to see them together. Again, they both went through a lot. Wesley had a crazy time with Connor, all of that stuff, and Angel, and Lila also mostly being horrible. But to see the two of them come together, and I think Wesley really did care about Lila, whether he wants to admit that or not, who knows? But yeah, to see him talk about that with Fred was interesting. We know Wesley has had a crush on Fred as well, so yeah, that was interesting. And obviously Gunn, having this romantic side story with Gwen, who has been in a few episodes. I wasn't expecting to see her back in this one, especially given everything that had happened. Faith has gone back to Sunnydale. Obviously she's not in this episode, so I wasn't sure how I thought Angel would respond to finding out that Cordelia was gonna be the mother of Connor's baby, and that Angel is going to be a grandpa. But it is true, like, brooding way. He just says very little, kind of just keeps to himself, and maybe that was the tipping point. I don't know, but I don't know how anybody could process that, and the fact that, they hadn't slept together that long ago, and clearly, she's like 8 months pregnant now. They do mention that Connor is some kind of demon. We know he has some superpowers, he's super strong, and his hearing and stuff like that, but they have never really, identified what kind or anything. And obviously Cordelia has something supernatural going on with her as well, being, part demon, and her whole trip being an angel, and all of those things obviously have altered her. So I definitely don't feel like it's going to be a human child. And it definitely still feels weird that the fact that Connor was a kid that Cordelia took care of months ago, I don't know what the exact timeline is, but not that long ago, and now she's having a child with him. It's definitely giving me Connor flashbacks, when we had baby Connor around, and now we're gonna have baby whatever this thing is. I definitely feel like it's gonna have some superpowers. Even if it looks human, it's gonna be part demon at the very least. This episode to me felt more of a Monster of the Week episode with Gunn and Gwen, on this quest. It was nice to see Gunn be more than the muscle, even if he doesn't think of himself that way. He's the one who talks their way into this place. He's got the Japanese, he's got a gift, he can, mingle and be charming just as well as he can be a great fighter. And even if Gwen only brought him along to be the muscle, the fact that he showed that he could be more, I think was really important for his character, and maybe gave him a boost of confidence. And even Gwen saying, why are you still with these guys? And they've gone through so much. I can't see Gunn leaving the team, but Gwen definitely used him, set him up to be this fall guy. And obviously this Lisa piece that she wanted, wasn't a kid. It was the thing to stop the electricity. But again, to me, that means she loses her superpower altogether. Maybe she doesn't see it as a superpower. Maybe it's more as a hindrance because nobody can touch her. I can't imagine what that would ever be like. That would be so weird and probably very lonely. And obviously it's something she's willing to trade. She's willing to give up her powers in order to have this. And as we see her and Gunn, quickly test this thing out. Overall, I thought it was an okay episode. The majority of it obviously focused on Gwen and Gunn and this, heist situation. But to me, obviously, the big takeaway from this is that everybody knows that Cordelia is up to something. They set this trap for her. So I'm very excited to get into the next episode and find out where we're going to go. When is she going to have the baby? What's the baby going to be like? The apocalypse is still looming, lots of pieces, is still in play. Is Gwen going to be on the next episode? Is she going to stick around now that she can, touch people? I've really enjoyed this season so far. It's been so well done. Like I said, the past, however many episodes had been just amazing. So I know we're getting close to the season finale. We're only, a handful of episodes away. So yeah, I'm very curious to see how this is all going to wrap up, where we're going to go with Cordelia, how they're going to figure this out. So thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Yeah, her pregnancy is definitely progressing faster than a normal one would. Oh, how many limbs is that? Haha, lightning joke. Yeah, whatever my crazy demonic plan is, that's the reason. So just do whatever I say and we'll be fine. He speaks Japanese? She literally took care of him as a baby, and then here we are. It's an apocalypse, you weirdo.